Hello students, today we are going to discuss class 9 chapter number 8 motion, each and everything, especially about the NCERT solution and the notes. So here I have just prepared a note for you. You can see here a basic concepts. I have made a flow chart of this whole chapter. Motion, change in the position of an object with respect to a fixed position with time. Means when an object changes position with respect to a fixed position with time, that is called motion. You can see the measurement of motions. Here I had described you about the speed, distance traveled by the object in unit time. It is a scalar quantity because speed doesn't have direction. Usually objects are in non-uniform motion, therefore calculate the average speed. Average speed is equal to total distance upon total time. The SI unit of speed is meter per second because the formula of speed is, can you tell me what is the formula of speed? Speed is equal to distance upon time. Now come here. Motion along the straight line and motion along the circular path. Motion along the straight line. The actual path traversed by a body by its distance called scalar quantity. The shortest straight distance between the initial and final position of a body is a vector quantity, that is only called displacement. Now let's come motion along with the circular path. When moving in a circular path with a uniform speed, it is said to be uniform circular motion. Direction changes continuously, so therefore you can see here the total circular path circumference is 2 pi r with the change in unit time t. So v is equal to, you can see here velocity or speed, here it's written v is equal to 2 pi r upon t. You can see this side, uniform motion. The object covers the equal distance in equal interval of time. As for example, a car traveling 2 km in 2 minutes, 2 km in next 2 minutes. So it is a uniform motion, means when it travels the same distance in same interval of time. Non-uniform motion, the object covers unequal distance in equal interval of time. As for example, car moving a crowded street. Yeah, definitely here the object covers unequal distance in equal interval of time. That is called non-uniform motion. Now come after the SI unit. Here there is one more measurement that is called velocity. What is velocity? Velocity means the speed of an object moving in a definite direction. The speed of an object moving in a definite direction is called velocity. Velocity is a vector quantity. It can be uniform or variable. When a speed is variable, it is expressed as a average velocity. The velocity formula is equal to total distance traveled by total time taken, s by t. SI unit of velocity, meter per second. Acceleration, the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. The rate of change of velocity with time. It is a vector quantity. Acceleration have magnitude and direction both, so that's why it's a vector quantity. So here acceleration is equal to change in velocity. Final velocity minus initial velocity by time taken. The SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So here you can see it is divided into the two parts, uniform and non-uniform acceleration. Velocity of an object increases or decreases by equal amounts in equal interval of time, that is called uniform acceleration. And the velocity of an object increases or decreases by unequal amounts in equal interval of time is called non-uniform acceleration. Now you can see here graphical representation. In this graphical representation, the pictorial representation or geometrical representation between the two quantities on two axes. As all of us know about the distance time graph and the velocity time graph, means we are just taking the time on the x-axis and the distance on the y-axis, the speed of a body, slope of a graph. For uniform slope, inclined straight line, and for non-uniform speed, slope in a curved line. For stationary body, slope is a straight line parallel to the time axis. What's about the velocity time graph? The time is taken on the x-axis and the velocity is taken on the y-axis. Acceleration of a body is equal to the slope of graph. Distance upon displacement is equal to area under the curve. For uniform acceleration, motion slope is a straight line, and for non-uniform, accelerated motion slope is a curved line. Now see the equations of motion. As already I had described in the previous video, you can see here the velocity time relation, that is the first equation of motion, v is equal to u plus at. Equations of motion, velocity time relation. Second equation of motion, s is equal to ut plus half at square. And the position velocity relation, VA square is equal to UA square plus 2AS, or VA square minus UA square is equal to 2AS. So these are the three relations between the velocity time relation, and the position velocity relation. Here distance time relation you can say about. So here we are calculating the distance. Now distance time graph. You can see here some of the graphs also I have drawn. As you can see, as a body at rest, as the slope is 0, so speed of the body will be 0. You can see some of the graph here. Distance time graph for a moving body in a uniform motion. For acceleration motion, the slope graph is increasing with the time. For decelerated, speeding down the motion, as the motion speeds is down, so slope of the graph is decreasing with the time. Velocity time graphs, when a body moving with a uniform velocity, the slope of AB indicates the zero acceleration. You can see here the AB indicates the zero acceleration. When a body starts from rest and moves with a uniform acceleration, greater is the slope of velocity time graph, greater will be the acceleration. You can see here when a body is moving with a uniform acceleration and its initial velocity is not zero. Initial velocity is not zero. When the body is moving with the increasing acceleration, slope increases with time. Slope increases with time. When a body is moving with the decreasing acceleration, slope decreases with time. Slope decreases with time. So when a body is moving with a uniform retardation and its initial velocity is not zero, as the angle is greater than 90 degree, graph has a negative slope. You can see here, graph has a negative slope. Facts that matter: an object is said to be in motion when its position changes with time. We describe the location of an object by specifying the reference point. Motion is a relative. The total path covered by an object is said to be the distance traveled by it. The shortest distance measured from the initial to the final position of an object is known as displacement. Similarly, you can see here, you can take a screenshot of all these formulas: uniform motion, non-uniform motion, speed, formula of average speed, average velocity, initial velocity plus final velocity upon 2, v is equal to u plus v by 2. Acceleration changes in the velocity of an object per unit time. Acceleration is equal to v minus u upon t. The SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Here you can see, as just I have prepared here some of the notes for you. You can just read these notes by pausing the video. You can pause the video, you can write all these equations how, and in the previous video also I had described you about the equations, about how the first equation of motion, S is equal to v minus u is equal to at, or v minus u by a is equal to v minus u by t is equal to a. After then S is equal to ut plus half at square, and after then finally va square minus u square is equal to 2as. Okay, so now after getting all this, now we are moving towards the NCERT solution. Here there are some in-text question, as you can see in your NCERT textbook, page number 100. An object has moved through a distance. Can it have a zero displacement? If yes, then support your answer with an example. An object can have a zero displacement even when it is moved a distance and shown some displacement. This takes place when the final position of an object coincides with its own initial position. Let's say if the person moves around a circular area and come back to the place from where he had started, so the displacement will be zero. You can see here, as I had described you also, these are all the things in the previous video. You can go through it. And the main concept of this video is about the numericals. See here there is one question about it. You can see here, a farmer moves along the boundary of the square field 10 meters in 40 seconds. What will be the magnitude of displacement of the farmer at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds from the initial position? So you can see here, it is a square, and what will be the distance after 2 minutes 20 seconds? Side of the square field 10 meters, perimeter will be 40, 4 into sides. Farmer takes 40 seconds to move along the boundary. After 2 minutes, where he will be? 20 seconds, 2 into 60 seconds, that is equal to 2 into 60 plus 20, that is 140 seconds. Since 40 second farmer will be 40 meters, therefore in the first second the distance covered by the farmer is 40 upon 40, that is equal to 1 meter. Therefore in 140 second he will cover 140 meter. Now the number of rotations in a square cover 140 meter along the boundary. Total distance upon the perimeter. Total distance is 140 meter. and the perimeter of a square is 40 meters. So 140 divided by 40 is equal to 3.5 round. Thus after the 3.5 round, the farmer will be at the point C of the field. So here you can see this is the point C, right? So here the farmer will be there, and after then you can see after 3.5 round the farmer will be at the point C on the field. Therefore the displacement AC is equal to, you know very well what will be the value of AC. AC means diagonal of a square. So here you can see the length square plus breadth square. So 10 square plus 10 square, 100 plus 100, 200, 10 root 2. Yes. Thus after 2 minutes 20 seconds, the displacement of the farmer will be 14.14 northeast from the initial position. Here you can see each and every in-text question. Also I have done the solution. You can just go through it. I have written the page numbers also. You can check these notes. You can just pause the video and you can write a whole answer. If you will have any type of doubt related to this video, or if it is not visible to you, then you can do the comment, sir, it is not visible. Then I will write on the board from the next videos. You can see the difference between the speed and velocity as I have mentioned here. What is speed and what is velocity? It's very nicely mentioned. Speed is the distance traveled by an object in a given interval of time, and the velocity is the displacement shown by the object in a given interval of time, right? See, each and every define we can write it very easily, and I hope all of you are understanding about the concepts also. You can check each and every questions as I have described. Under what condition is the magnitude of average velocity of an object equal to its average speed? You can check here. What does the odometer of an automobile measures? You know very well the odometer of an automobile measures the distance covered by an vehicle or an automobiles. So here you can see each and every numericals, and after then we'll move towards the exercise. These are the in-text question as already I have told you in the previous videos. You can go through it. Here you can see about that bus one as I have solved on the board also. You can just follow this all the numericals. Each and every numericals I have represented it. A train starting from a railway station. These also in the previous video I had explained about, and we have calculated the acceleration of the train. After then you can see here the graph and time motion. How you will describe the graph and time motion? You can draw these motions. After the in-text questions about the motion, a bus starting from a rest moves with a uniform acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square for 2 minutes. Find the speed acquired and the distance traveled. This also I have solved you, as the initial velocity is 0, acceleration is already given, and the time is also given. Time 2 minutes means 120 seconds, and after then you will get the final velocity 12 meter per second. So each and every questions I have solved in the previous video. Here there is just a solution of NCERT. If you feel any type of doubt in this NCERT questions, then please drop a doubt into the comment box section so I can understand that you are facing doubt. Here you can see each and every question of the NCERT in text or NCERT exercise. I have solved it. You have to just take a screenshot, or if you want to write the answers, then you can pause the video and you can write it. I hope the whole screen you are able to see. And after getting the answers, you can write it. If you are still facing any type of doubt, then you can please put your doubt into the comment box section. Okay. So after getting all these answers, exercise question, you can see here. This question I have already described about the athlete. An athlete completes one round in a circular track with a diameter 200 meter in 40 seconds. What will be the distance covered by the displacement at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds? So here the diameter of a circular path is 200 meter. The radius of a circular track 200 by 2 is equal to 100 meter. The time taken by the athlete for complete one round is 40 seconds. So the distance covered by the athlete in one round is 2 pi r. The value will be 2 into 22 by 7 into 100. R is 100. So here you can see the speed of the athlete is equal to distance upon time. So distance is 2 into 2200 and time is 7 into 40. So here you will get 4400 upon 7 into 40. 4 11s are 0 0 cancel, 110 upon 7. So the distance covered in 140 seconds, speed into time 4400 upon 7 into 40 into 2 into 60 plus 20. So the finally answer 2200 meter. The number of rounds in 40 seconds 1, and the number of rounds in 140 seconds 140 by 40, it is 3.5 round. You can see here each and every question I have solved If you feel any type of doubt during these questions, then please drop your doubt into the comment box section. You can just pause the video, you can write all the answers. This Joseph one also I had informed you. I had given also this numerical problems to solve. You can just check each and every numerical problems, either it is NCERT or outside one. If you are having a doubt related to this video, then please drop it out into the comment box section. After getting all these informations about these numericals, you have to just write these numericals into the notebook. You can see the fourth question, fifth question, as each and every question of NCERT I have solved. If you are facing still doubt, then please put your doubt into the comment box section, so I can understand that you are facing this type of doubt, right? You can see here, show the distance time graph ABC, study the graph, answer the following questions. After getting all the knowledge about this distance time graph, slope of the graph, you have to draw figures also in the graph paper. If you do not have a graph paper, then you can draw in notebook also. As the lockdown opens, then you can draw into the graph notebook. You can see here each and every questions. I hope that you will understand. If you are not able to understand, then please drop it out into the comment box section, so I will understand that you have not understood this question, and I will explain that question on the board. Here you can see about the graph one here already. Each and every question I have explained on the basis of these questions. I hope all of you will be understanding. If you are having a doubt, then please drop it out into the comment box section. That's all for today. Thank you very much. I hope all of you have enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.